Hi, Mr. Devlin here, and today I want to talk about everything I know about Battlefield 2018. After the huge success of Battlefield 1 in 2016 and the break in 2017, the Battlefield franchise will return in 2018 with a brand new game. Now that this has been confirmed, the rumour mill is spinning like an overactive hamster's wheel, and we're seeing all kinds of snippets about EA's next wartime shooter crop up. We're expected to see a lot more from Battlefield 2018 at this year's EA Play, which takes place in LA from June the 9th to the 11th. But in the meantime, I've gathered together the latest news so that I can give you a better picture of just what we can expect from Battlefield's next outing. Okay, let's cut to the chase. What is it? Well, of course, it's the next installment in EA DICE's first-person shooter series. What can I play it on? Well, it's going to be on the PS4, it's going to be on my preference, the Xbox One, and also the PC. And where can I play it? Late 2018 is the most likely. Release date. Unless it's subject to unforeseen delays, the next Battlefield will be released in 2018. This information came from EA earnings call earlier this year, during which it was also confirmed that EA's next big IP, Anthem, is being delayed until 2019. It's likely that we'll get our first glimpse of in-game action at this year's EA Play in June, just before E3 2018, given that EA has confirmed the game will be there to play. We think then that we can probably expect some kind of official announcement and trailer before this, perhaps in April or May, with a final release date about October or November. News and rumours. EA hasn't revealed much official information about Battlefield 2018, but there have been some rumours and leaks floating around which are worth mentioning. Battlefield may take us back to World War II. The biggest question surrounding Battlefield 2018 when it was announced was where it was going to be set. After the series went back to World War I for Battlefield 1, we were left wondering if EA might move on to World War II with Battlefield 2, or whether it might continue on from Battlefield 4 with Battlefield 5. According to a recent report from GamesBeat, it's going to be a mix of both. GamesBeat states that anonymous sources close to the project have informed it that the next Battlefield title will be set in World War II, but that it will be called Battlefield 5 rather than Battlefield 2, though this name could change. It's not the neatest naming system in the world now, is it? If this report is correct, it would be the first Battlefield to be set in World War II since 2009's Battlefield 1943. It is, however, rather close on the heels of Call of Duty's boots on the ground venture in the very same period just last year. Regardless, visiting a more distant era proved hugely successful for the Battlefield franchise in 2016. EA hasn't, of course, confirmed these reports, so they remain rumours. Leaked game modes. Following up on its report that Battlefield 5 would be taking players back to World War II, GamesBeat has also claimed to have details of some of the upcoming game modes. Campaign mode will apparently share more similarities with Battlefield 1's campaign mode, and we can't say we'd be disappointed or surprised if this indeed is the case. Players will be taken around different fronts of the war to play through different mini-stories. GamesBeat sources also made mention of a co-op mode, which will take squads of players through randomly generated conquest missions, although it was added that the mode could become something bigger than this. As with the previous leak, these rumours do remain unconfirmed. Loot boxes. Use them very, very carefully. It was reported by US Gamer that the next Battlefield will feature loot boxes, but that these will only contain cosmetic items. This wouldn't be a massive departure from the structure in Battlefield 1. But after the backlash experienced by Star Wars Battlefront, we imagine EA will be at pains to emphasise that these aren't pay-to-win affairs. This report again hasn't been confirmed by EA, but it has been corroborated with GamesBeat in its own report. What I would personally like to see: a campaign mode as good as Battlefield 1's. It can be hard to get a campaign mode right in a first-person shooter, and most of the time we don't expect very much from them. Perhaps that's why we were so pleasantly surprised by what we got in Battlefield 1. It was short, it wasn't sweet, but the episodic, emotionally charged missions that took players across different conflicts of World War I hammered home the tragedy and global scale of the conflict. I really hope that if the next Battlefield is set in World War II, it follows a similar pattern. I certainly wouldn't object to it being a little bit longer though. Keep the loot boxes cosmetic. We hope the reports that Battlefield 5's loot boxes will be cosmetic are true. At this point, it seems futile to expect that games don't include some sort of in-game spending. So we'd like to see EA opt for the version that's less likely to rub players in the wrong way. Cosmetic items are harmless. They don't interrupt or disrupt gameplay and feel genuinely optional. Take advantage of the setting. Another of the great things about Battlefield 1 is that it stayed true to the kinds of weapons and vehicles that would have been available during the First World War. But that was also kind of limiting. If the next title is set in World War II, we're looking forward to seeing things opened up a little bit more. We could see naval battles and aerial dogfights, as well as land-based combat. So fingers crossed, we might expect to have an awesome new Battlefield title in 2018, if it's going to be, as rumoured, set in World War II. Anyway, don't forget to like, subscribe, press the bell icon and tick it so you get notifications of when we're posting new videos. And this is Mr. Devlin, out.